One company, one product's no longer enough. You can take this to build an audience on that personal brand authority again and keep delivering product and businesses that drive revenue and exits for you.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Grady joining us from United States, and he's an entrepreneur, a fractional executive, fractional CMO, and someone with a great experience in the tech space. So Grady, tell us, what are the 5 steps that you recommend tech entrepreneurs in order to achieve your first million?
Yeah, this is a great question. And I've built over the last decade, my experience has really been establishing new businesses and getting them to market, moving quickly and helping them to scale out to their first million plus. And kind of one common factor I've seen across all of the business I've worked with, which is well over 250 companies now, is that you've got to start first with a conversation. There's a reason why if you're a tech founder, you really are pushed to get out there and introduce that product to the first 100 people and then push to the first 10 sales. Like that's the core step, right? What's the common denominator of that? We're building conversation with our intended audience. So if you want to go out and grow your business before you spend money on paid ads, you get into really social marketing and all those things, work on scaling your conversations. How do we go from the first 100? We turn it into a programmatic thing through email marketing. We start to find out and identify who our audience is, and then we're building it to 1,000. 1,000 moves to 10,000, and more. The next step is, as we're building these conversations out, what's our core focus? It's not telling, convincing, and converting. We're too early for that. We're mainly focused on listening and learning. In these calls, if you've got the right ideal audience, you'll identify what are the qualifiers that makes them a good fit to use your product, how to change your product to make it into a profitable revenue driving opportunity and add value to them. Most importantly, who are you and who is your company to them as an individual? If you're focused, they'll tell you who your brand identity is. And then what are the core messaging things they need to hear through their objections to get you to close the business? So you're listening and learning. And then as you start to learn, you take that information, you document it, put it into your CRM, put it into the notes of the company, iterate your content, change the content, change what you're telling people about your business, change your bios so that you can make future conversations very much rich with the answers, but not focused on you telling that. It's in your social marketing. It's in your paid ads. That's where your message goes out. And again, you're scaling conversations now focused on optimizing those conversion steps, figuring out what are the next steps to make them convert better and faster. When you do this, a byproduct is you start to build authority. I've worked across a lot of industries where even if you're in a tight B2B vertical, today we want founders to be a founder brand. So through these messages, we listen to what people are telling us about the founder, how they think that they really drive the business, and we build personal brand around that. That creates that anchor to make people want to get on calls or convert to the landing page faster. We really build into personal brand building. Personal brand building is greater than company page, company brand, any of that. So build authority based off what people tell you. Now you've got a major accelerator. You've got a huge platform of people that want to talk to you and an opportunity that takes those conversations to conversion. What are we ready to finally do? Start scaling with ads. We build out communities. We create partner networks, whatever it takes within your industry vertical to get that top of funnel and drive them in. And this machine, what I call built distribution of owned conversations between ideal users and your products. So if you follow this model, it might seem overly complicated, but it's just a few simple steps. I like to break it down like this: execute, analyze, iterate. If you can follow those steps, and I know you can because you've built a strong product, you're going to build a strong distribution machine for your company. And guess what it does too? Not only does it help close the deal on this product, but it's also going to help you identify future products to build within this customer base too. And that's really where it's at today. Look at the Hermoses. One company, one product's no longer enough. You can take this to build an audience on that personal brand authority again and keep delivering product and businesses that drive revenue and exits for you.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.